The state of Oregon recently got great news regarding efforts to bring internet to rural communities. This is an issue that many of us in the metro area don't really think all that much about, but if we had our internet access taken away, oh man, we would start to think about it a lot. Oregon was approved for $689 million from the federal government as part of an Internet for All program within President Biden's bipartisan infrastructure package. It's called the Broadband Equity, Access and Development Program, or BEAD. It's a $42 billion state grant program to help states deploy or upgrade high-speed internet services, specifically earmarked for those of you who live in underserved or underserved areas. Oregon, by the way, has 172,000 locations that fall into those categories. The man in charge of the agency overseeing the program calls it this generation's infrastructure moment.
And it's part of something bigger that we're doing across the country. You know, generations before us did very big things. They connected everybody with electricity and water in the country. They built the interstate highway system. This is our generation's big infrastructure moment. This is our chance to connect everybody in the country with the tools that they need to thrive in this modern digital economy.
Now, we're still waiting for an official map from the state's broadband office on where this BEAD money could be used here in Oregon. But they tell us that points on this map give a pretty good idea where Oregonians are unserved or underserved when it comes to high-speed internet. You can see there are some spots around the metro area, quite a bit along the coast in central Oregon, and a whole bunch out east. High speed's coming for all of you. Now that Oregon's plan has been approved, they have 12 months to fine-tune it before sending it back to the feds for final approval. Once that happens, all of the $689 million can and will be released to the state, which will then be spread out among different companies with the goal of getting every Oregonian online.
But there is a lot of work ahead, right? So this moment in the process allows us to say, we've gotten a green light to go out there and develop that grant program to make sure we can provide reliable broadband internet access to all unserved and underserved communities here in Oregon. This is about people. This is about economic development. This is about access to educational opportunities, to healthcare. It's really about the future of our state to get this right. And we are ready to get started at this point, because without access to this key resource, there is no equity. There's no equitable result in terms of economic development. This is the number one issue in my mind for rural economic development in Oregon. And as a Western state, we have a lot of land mass here. So we're going to be creative to make sure we can get to all these communities. Without this money, we would not be where we need to be.